Hi, my name is Patrick from Cawood. I'm here at our Rustproofing Training Center, and today we're going to work on a 2021 Dodge Ram. We're going to give you a little tour of what we do. We're going to start with lifting it up, and I'm going to show you everything we do under the underbody, and then from there we'll lower it down, and I'll give you pull the wheel liners out of it, drop the spare tire. We do like your door hinges inside the doors, under the hood in the engine compartment. We pull the tail lights. We do the length of the quarters and also inside the tailgate. Now let's get started. Take the wheel liner out. We do all this because not only do we want to protect the backside of your fender, your inner structure and apron, but a lot of times you have leaf, debris, you name it, everything builds up right here in the fender. And if we don't take that out, it's going to start rusting from the inside out. This is the areas we're going to hit. We're going to come up through here. We're going to hit your inner apron along with the back side of the fender, your brake booster, a little bit the firewall down here along with your frame and inside the frame. So now that we're done with the front, I'm going to go ahead and show you the rear wheel liner and why we take each and every wheel liner off this truck. So behind the wheel liner, we do have some braces back there, and the only way to access it and get it coated is to pull the wheel liner out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this wheel liner out, and then I'll show you why. So what we do once we get all the bolts out, because a lot of the bolts in the threads, they actually start rusting. So when we pull all the bolts out, get the wheel liner out, we actually take a paint cup, we put our bolts in a paint cup, and then we spray it with product to help protect the bolts and keep them from rusting. Once we go ahead and soak the bolts, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, this is a truck that we've done before. You can still see all our product up through here. Basically, what's going to happen is once we rust proof your truck, that's what it's going to look like over time. It's going to come back every 18 months after the first 2 applications, then it's going to go to a maintenance coat. So let's get back here. Right here's a plate up here. This plate right here, the only way to access it is with taking the wheel liner out. If you don't take the wheel liner out and we try to go through the quarter, if we take the taillight out, we're not going to be able to get the plate. The plate's from the bottom side, and what that plate does is it holds the outer box side to the inner. So the only true way to do it is going from the inner wheel well and injecting in there. I'm going to go ahead and put its 3rd application on. So now I'm going to show you how we do the taillight on this Dodge Ram. There are 2 Torx bolts and 2 push clips, so the first thing we have to do is we have to remove this cable to give us access to the 4 bolts and clips. So from there, what I'll do is I'll pop the tail light out. Okay. So now that we got the tail light out, another reason why we do this is we are so in depth with getting your truck coated. Compared to other places on the street, you know, we do a lot more. We take your wheel liners out, we take the tail lights out. Another reason we take the tail lights out is we go up inside the quarter. Not only do we protect it from the bottom, but we also do inside and out. So from there, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and unplug this tail light. So once we get the tail light out, like I said earlier, you guys can see this truck has been coated before. So not only do we want to protect it inside and out, but we have all these braces that are inside the bed, like, you know, this upper support right here. We protect it from the inside and the outside to keep it from rusting. So once we're done with the inner quarter panels, from there what we're going to do is we're going to do inside your inner gate. Not only to protect it from corrosion, salt, grime, anything that would get in there, we're going to protect it again from the inside out. And right now I'm going to demonstrate how we do it. So our next step is what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do inside the doors. But not only the doors, we're also going to do in the rocker. So what's nice about these Rams is they have a vent right here, which we can take off. And we can put our wand in there and do the whole length of the rocker. Not only that, we're gonna again protect it from the inside out. And then they also have plugs down in the bottom of the rocker which we can inject and protect it from the inside. So now we're gonna go ahead and take apart the door. So what we're gonna do next is we're actually going to do inside the door, and then we're going to seam stitch the bottom of the door along with inside our drain plugs. We're going to protect it again from the inside out. So right now I'm going to demonstrate how we do this. So once we're done seam stitching the door, another high priority is our hinges. A lot of times they'll get corrosion on it or they'll get stiff from not being used, but we apply our product on it and it's gonna keep them free and loose. All right, so now that we're done with the door, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how we do the rock. So our next area, what we're going to do is we're going to start under the hood in the engine bay. The first things first, we're going to go ahead and take off this sight shield. Once we're done with the sight shield, it opens up the whole area of the front structure, the upper tie bar. So once we get this off and get that coated, we're going to go ahead and focus on the fender, our front rails, inside the hood, the bottom edges of the hood. From there, we're going to go down to the frame, our brake lines, and our brake booster. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the sight shield. Okay, so now that we went ahead and we pulled out all 4 wheel liners, we dropped your spare tire, we coated inside your wheel wells, put it back together, we went inside the doors, inside your rockers, quarters, under the hood and the tailgate, all of that culminated into the most important part, the undercarriage, where we're gonna go ahead and give you guys a video and show you what we do and apply our product to protect the vehicle now from the bottom up. So now what we're gonna do on the undercarriage is I'm gonna start up here, I'm gonna start with the front part of the frame, do your front suspension, the oil pan, do your frame inside your frame, and then from there I'll get the other gun and we'll go inside all of these holes here and protect it from the inside out too. Now that we're done with the middle of the truck, we're going to get to our final part of the truck, which is going to be the rear half of the truck. From here, what I'm going to do is go ahead and coat the rear end along with the floor pan of the box, inside the frame, and the trailer hitch. So let's get started. So that is the in-depthness of what we do here at Cawood Honda. That's our in-depth video of doing a full rust proofing on any brand, any vehicle. And you can see just looking at it, it is coated from top to bottom, inside and out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a call at 810-987-3030 and book your rust proofing appointment. Thank you and have a great day.